Whew. Good evening, scrappers. It is Saturday, about 3 p.m. I had to work. I had Christmas Day off, and then we had to make the day up today. So, yeah. So here I am. Got a cold brew. Oops. And today we're going to do episode 8 of Breaking It Down with CCscraps. And today it's going to be a ceiling fan. Normally these things have, 4 blades, but I only have 3 from this one. These are going to be die cast right here. So we're going to start by just taking these out, these screws. Hope everybody had a happy Christmas. Hope everyone's staying safe. Hope everyone's going to get vaccinated when we can. So we put those aside. At the end of this breakdown episode, I'm going to do everything that we got. So I'm going to try to clean my bench up a little bit here. And then I'm going to put all the stuff that we get from this ceiling fan. It's going to be... Okay, so we have got the... I took the blades off. Wife stopped by real quick. Back upstairs. It's freezing today. It's like 20 degrees. I'm in my workshop. This way's like the outside, you know what I mean? So I got the door like peaked. I don't have any gas for my heater, so I'm kind of like roughing it. Anyway, got the cast iron. So, yeah. Other than that, I don't know how everybody's doing. Oh! I got my first troll. Are y'all so proud of me? Kim Labor, fuck scrappers. Here's to you. You have a great day. And thank you for watching my videos. Every little bit counts. I don't know if you're a real person. I don't know if you're a bot or you're just in a bad mood. But hey, it is what it is. Sorry you don't like our content. Anyway, hope you continue watching. Any bad publicity is good publicity. You have a great day now. Anyway, so if they wanted that shout out, who knows? But I had my first troll. I think it was Scrap It Ralph said this to me. He said, once you reach troll status, that's good because people are watching your videos, but I don't have a lot of subscribers, so, I mean, I guess maybe, I don't know, who knows? Who knows? Anyway, that was, let me get these out of here. That was kind of surprising and funny at the same time, but yeah, for every troll I get, I'm gonna say who you are and say what you said to me and everybody else, just to make it fun. But anyway, people that get trolled, I guess, maybe they have to make you feel some type of way. I don't know. But anyway, it was kind of like, I felt kind of like that I finally made it in the world of YouTube. Look at that. Again, it's not a bong hit. I wish I could get one like that. My old lungs could never do that again. Anyway, we've got us maybe a little brass screw right here. I'm trying to take off. There's a little pin. So that comes out. I feel like this is brass right here because it looks like it's a ground to something. There we go. Let's see. Where's my... here it is. No, that's a tin screw right there. Plastic, that goes in your plastic bin. Tin. Oh, let's pull that one. It's a screw, a metal screw, so we'll just pull one out because I want to see everything, so we're going to count that as what I lost. Alright. Tin. Put that aside. So now this brings you to your top piece right here, and then the motor's in here. And you'll see how all that goes. So this is just a decorative piece. I'm assuming it's going to be tin because if this is brass, I'll eat it. Seriously. Yeah, that's a tinner. Tinner, baby! Alright. Let me pause this camera. Or stop it. Oh, Ian Matthews. I got some new hammers for the collection. Check this one out. So there's a story behind it. I go up to the flea market, swap meet, whatever y'all want to call it. So I see this hammer, and I dig it because I think it's cool. So dude's like, well, it's got a worn handle. I'm like, yeah, well, I'm thinking I'm going to replace the handle anyway, even though it's really cool. And dude's like, you know, because I'm going to use it. So the dude's like, I'm like, how much, man? He's like $5. So I said, okay. So then I picked this one up. Now, Ian, you've got a chipping hammer that I see you bash a lot of stuff with. It's got one of these on it. But I like this one because now it's got a little tip point. If I could like tomahawk somebody with that thing. Anyway, so he comes in, he's like $5. So I'm like, all right, $10? I can do that for $10 all day long. That was a deal. So then I picked this little dude up right here, this guy. And he says, you know what, kid? The guy had to be like 60 something. He's like, you know what, kid? Why don't you take that one for yourself? I'm like, for real? He's like, yeah. So what I got to do here, you see it's been worn. So I got to fix, you know, I got to sand that down and flatten it a little bit. Then I went back the next week. $1. Are you kidding me right now? It's a light hammer. But this is good for like if I want to bash something, but I don't want to bash something wide open. But yeah, that's it. That's the 4-hammer swing right there, Ian. I thought it was cool. I do want to replace this hammer, or the handle, but I want to keep the handle. You know what I might do? I might cut it down and then refit it and make it a smaller hammer, because I really like that handle. I dig it. It just goes with the hammer. And like what dude used this hammer before me? Who's going to use this hammer when I'm dead and gone? I don't know. Nobody knows anything. Anyway, we're going to get back to this ceiling fan. Real quick, I took some of these screws out here just to get this pipe out. There's wire up in here. Now what I'm going to do is pop this cotter pin. Sit tight. And are we recording? Yep. I can't see the counter because the way my phone is, it's kind of like... There we are. Here. Yeah, it's kind of like weird the way it sets. Like, I don't know. My wife bought me this real cool thing that holds your, it's like an arm and it holds your stuff. I left it upstairs though. But anyway, we're going to pull this cotter pin, boom. That should knock this pin out. This wire comes out. Looks like we got some strippable. I mean, this would probably go as number 3 at my yard. It's thin, but it does look like solid core wire from what I'm seeing. I can't tell if you guys can see that, but it kind of does. So we got one more screw here I'm going to take out. And that should pop this lid off. Boom. More tin. More tin. Let's see. Where's my thingy? Here it is. Tin. Oh. Tin. Tin pile, y'all. Alright, so whoops. Dang it. Ugh. So now, I've got some screws on the top for the top of the motor. Then there's some for the bottom of the motor. I think what I'm going to do though, first I'm going to start taking off the light fixtures. That's just a bunch of Phillips head screws, and those should come right out and pop this top off. I don't want to run out of room in my phone. I'm not going to lie, I tried to do this video like a week and a half ago, and then I ran out of room, and so I had to scrub everything, and then half of it didn't play, and it was a big pain. I was super pissed, but it is what it is. Alright, so now these things, there's usually a Phillips head in the bottom of here, and all these. So that's going to come off. These I feel may be brass or stainless steel. Let's see, here's one. If they're tin, I'll be surprised. I am surprised. They are tin. Okay. You are tin. Tin takes... Alright, that's strange. Normally wires are usually, they have brass. They start to get cheap. That's what I've noticed, man. A lot of stuff's getting cheap, man. Like, you know, everything's aluminum now, and so that's probably aluminum in there. So what I'm going to do, at a later date, I'm going to take these... There's little brass bits in here, and I'm going to take this piece of aluminum out. That's ceramic. I might just bash this ceramic to hell. Anyway, you do that 3 times, and that's going to cut your wires off. Right here. But yeah, troll status. Are you kidding me? With 159 subscribers, is that like a new YouTube record? Or no? Now watch, everyone's going to start trolling me to bust my balls, and I'm going to be like, what the hell, you guys? But, yeah, scrap it, Ralph. That's what you told me. And I remember, you know, I took that to heart. Like, I listened, and I was like, you know what? This dude's correct. That's crazy. Like, fuck, scrap it. Okay. This is why this shapes. This piece come off, too. That's the little chain part. I feel this might, hopefully this is brass. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Look. Nice piece of brass right there. So we're going to put him aside. We'll put the little piece of brass in this thing here, in one of these guys. So he's over there. Yeah, that was crazy. I was mildly, like I said, at first I was pissed, and then I'm like, you know what? And then the funny thing is, like, trolls, this is my favorite. Like, I noticed what they do is they'll put the comment up and then they take it down, so you can't even respond to it. So you just kind of got to, like, stew in it. And I stewed in it, and now I outed you. But that's okay. That's probably what y'all like. But anyways, we're going to just keep going. This may be another piece of brass. I keep losing my magnetic. Here she is. Bang. Yeah, buddy. That's the other pull thing. That was for the light. See, I wonder if the chain's brass. Yeah, the chain is brass. Look at that. That's what's up. Oops. Yeah, that whole thing's brass. I'm going to bash that apart at a later date. You know what? Let's just use a new hammer. Why not, right? Let's bash this thing open. What do you think? Without bashing my thumbs. Yeah, that thing works pretty good. Like, I'm not going to lie, like, I bashed some stuff open off camera with this thing. So I'm going to cut this right at the source. And I got a nice chain of brass, too. Brass is up. Scrap prices are up. What are scrap prices in your area? It's $2.20 a ton for tin where I am, which I was pretty impressed about that. Still, I mean, it's still hanging right there. More tin. So now we're getting into the motor right here. Let me pause for the cause. So check it out. I moved the camera over. I got to take this screw off. I'm going to put my socket on there, get it in the vise. I'm going to show you something else I got at the market too. Boy, there's an out there. Jeez. A little lock washer, and I'm assuming that, excuse me, is tin. Tin. That'll go over here. Again, at the end of the movie, or the video, you'll see what I did, or how I did it, or how much I get. This time I might not have to sock. I can probably just throw an adjustable on there, and that comes off. Now this should be able to, so I'm going to be able to get my top layer off now, or that top piece. I should use my socket on there. Ooh. Yeah, it's still, you know what, I'm kind of comfortable in here, actually, with the door shut. That's just some crap. More tin. So you can put these little pieces of tin in the magnetic tin. Alright, get that crap off of there. Happy birthday. Alright, so now I'm going to take, there's 4 screws here, just Phillips. Whoops, don't fall. Come on. The lighting. I got to get better lighting. Pretty soon I'm going to put some lighting, like over here, this way is my new workbench. I'm going to put some lighting above over here too. Y'all seen it. Oh, what's up? Cheers. Sometimes I forget. Or the new people that see my videos, I'll be like, yeah, this and this and this, and they may not know what I'm talking about. So, ooh, why did I do that? bastard. All right, we're gonna have to cut you. Sit tight. I see dead people. Remember that movie? What was that? The Sixth Sense? Creepy little kid. Anyway, I bashed that off. That's tin. This is aluminum breakage. I took one of these in when I did that video of the other ceiling fan that I didn't put up that got all screwed up. I took this in, he gave me aluminum breakage for it because this is like part of the rotor for the wind, I guess. If I'm not mistaken, this kind of fits over that, and this thing spins zzz, around that thing. So the inside's aluminum, the outside's tin, so this is aluminum breakage. All right, now I got to get in here and get this little bolt out. Or, you know, first I'm going to try that screw. Let's try the screw first. What do y'all think? Sometimes that works. Not this time, though. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, yeah, this is an unscrew. That's right. So you take that little set screw out, and then this should just unscrew on the threads. Just hold the rotor so it doesn't... Sorry, hold the rotor here so it doesn't spin, or the bearing. This is a nice heavy piece of steel right here. Almost positive. Where the heck is my thing again? Oh yeah, I put it back this time. That's the problem. I put it back where it belongs. Tin and tin. So that goes to the tin, the fan tin. This is a good bash hammer. I really dig it. To bash the shit out of things sometimes. Alright, now I got this screw here, or this nut. I'm going to just use my spanner for my crescent wrench. I think my friends in the UK call that a spanner. Is this a spanner or a shifter? Or is this a spanner? Is that a shifter because it moves back and forth? Or is it both? I don't know. Or am I totally wrong on everything? Please let me know in the comments below. Or maybe that's a spanner, the double-headed one? I don't know. Or is it a box wrench? I don't know. Anyway, sorry guys. I'm just rambling on. Maybe this is going to turn into the 2-beer rant every week, Jimmy C. I've only had 1 beer though. Well, it's about that full. These are talls. So yeah, that's what's up. Jimmy C, good dude, man. Check out his content. All about everything. I like that guy. I really do. Now, knock that piece loose. This should just pop loose too. I don't know why this didn't pop loose. Make a dummy out of me. Oh, the bearing's in there. So, I can just pound it out of the bearing. I don't know, maybe. Hope so. Am I going to have to cut this? Nah, I'm not going to have to cut that. It's coming. There it is. Game time. Thanks, new hammer. Old hammer from the swap meet that some dude had. Now this is where it's going to kind of get cool. I've got my another piece of tin. I'm going to sit tight. I'm going to move the camera. Alright, so now, here's the motor. This is all supposed to be copper in here. Some come aluminum now, some are all copper. We're hoping for copper. So we're going to do, I'm going to cut this open real fast. A lot of guys will snip this out. You can use your grinder. You can zip, 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 zip all those things. I like to use a mini bolt cutters because I broke my nose in a construction accident like a long time ago. I fell 35 feet off a roof, landed in the push-up position, shattered and dislocated both my radial heads. Basically, I have titanium radial heads and they're held together with cable sutures, but today it hurts. Scrapping hurts. But I feel if I don't do something with my hands, they're just going to feel like... My granddaddy always said, Christopher, idle hands are the devil's tool. And they are. So, I like to clip these, or you could use like you could use your set of dikes. I like these because it gives me more leverage because of my elbows. It's hard for me to grip. So what I'll do is I'll cut one like this, and then if I have to, I'll get into it with my dike cutters. Then what I'll do is I'll kind of like spread the And I feel like this is copper just by the way I cut through it. It was pretty easy. I'm going to try something here. Yeah, I would definitely say that that's a copper. So I'm going to try that one again. Now I'm going to do a couple of these and then I'm going to go to something else on this breakdown, so you're not going to sit here and watch me cut open, 40 little strands of copper. People will say, well, why don't you just do this and that? I'm like, well, number one, idle hands are the devil's tool. Number two, like, it's more money, like, to break it down. Like, this is worth it to me. Even if it wasn't worth it, if this was clean aluminum and I had literally nothing to do in this shop, I would probably just tear the aluminum out of it. A lot of guys don't like to do that. I do. It just gives me something to do. But now you see how these are here. I cut out, so I cut them out right there. These three right here. So now what I'm going to turn this over. Now you can take any kind of pry bar. I got this old wood chisel I like to use. And I got this old screwdriver that I found dumpster diving. If you use something you don't feel like bending or breaking, because you could break something on here. So here's the spot. Here's the spot right here I want to pry up. I'm going to do it at the camera so you can see me do it. It's right here. So normally I'll come in with my screwdriver or wood chisel. I'll just pull up a little. Or whatever you want to do. I even used where the hell is it? Oh, Granddaddy kill me. No, here it is. Oh, no, that's not it. Where are you? Found it. This is one of my Granddaddy's tools. I think that... Oh, where are y'all? I'm looking down from the camera. I think this is a Babbitt scraper. I saw Hand Tool Rescue had one of these, and he was scraping Babbitts. He pours his own berries. That dude's a freaking little evil genius. I think, you know what I think? If you guys don't know who these are, Good of the Land, Jeremy Fielding, and Hand Tool Rescue. Y'all should get together and make some kind of Frankenstein something, dude. I don't care what it is, just something that's crazily weird. I know y'all could pull it off. Y'all are some geniuses. More than I'd ever learn about motors and all that kind of stuff. Like, that's some craftiness. Right here, boom. And then this comes out. And then you got yourself some number 2 copper. I'm going to do this one. Now, some of it doesn't come out all easy. Some of y'all know you're going to have to work for it. Okay? And the weight's there, too, for copper. It's got that feel to it. And plus, I looked at it. And if you can't get it out by hand like that, use a wrench or something and pull it out. But now, anyway, I got to do all these now, and that's going to weigh some copper. What I'll do at the end, like when I'm done with the video, I'm going to pull this whole thing out, and we're going to see how much actually we got. So that's how that's going to work. All right, let me stop this for a second. All right, y'all, we're back. I tore all that stuff out of there. So this is what we're going to get out of it. We've got a whole crap load of tin. This is all tin, just all the bolts and my magnetics. We've got the pieces of aluminum in there I'm going to bash out on a later date. We've got that big old chunk of aluminum breakage. 3 pieces of die cast. A whole big monster grip of look at all that copper, y'all. That's all number 2 copper. And number 2 copper, I don't have the price list in here, but number 2 copper is like, it's up there. It's $3.10 a pound for Bear Bright in my area. And that's number 2, so it's pretty good. Bunch of little bits of number 3 wire right here. That's just some junk wire. Oh, and these little things are brass. This is all brass right here. That's the 2 pull. Oops, sorry. That's the 2 pull chains. The little thingies that hold the switch. And then there's a little spring. I feel like there were 2 of these, but I think it flew away somewhere. But that's it. All right, scrappers. Episode 8 of Breaking It Down with CCscraps. Hope you like this video. Stay safe, wash your hands, and wear your mask and get vaccinated. CCscraps. Peace.